Now, as you guys know, Cutter and his brutes are a pretty tough foe. I mean, they usually get their asses beat by me, but I mean, it is what it is. But a little something happened where some of them brutes kind of, rebelled against Cutter and his forces. And, well, they will be, basically, they're going to be joining my side, so I'm going to have some brutes fight along with me in this battle. Now, they fail me. I'm going to go ahead and just say that. I'm not going to say how, or I'm not going to spoil too much. I'm just going to say that they do let me down, to be expected, fighting alongside some low IQ beasts like the brutes. But regardless, I'm going to jump right into this battle and just kind of show you how it plays out. Alright, so as usual, just right off the bat, I'm trying to build up my starter base. I'm trying to get a quick force. And I've stated this before, every second you give the enemy is really unacceptable. You should never give even a second advantage to your enemy, right? You need every second in your favor. So I'm moving fast, trying to get those resources over there, getting a quick force so I can secure a good foothold. A good foothold on this side of the battlefield. My allies today, I'm going to be fighting alongside the brutes, and they're doing their thing over there. They have a factory going, so they're going to be helping out some wraiths, so that'll be helpful. So, like I said, I'm getting a quick force so that I can strike these. What are these? These Forerunner outposts, and go ahead and get a good footing on this side of the battlefield, and try to do that quick so that way I can hurry up and go strike at the enemy. As usual, it's going to be Cutter and his brutes, and I mean, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Cutter has a much better army, just honestly, like a better army than me, and I hate to say that. I would say I'm the better commander, of course, but my army is not as well as his, or I'm gonna say this: my army is not as effective as his. The best thing I got going for me is that I have Grizzlies, and his tanks are not as powerful, but his ODST and Mac Blasts, those make up for all that. Come on.
Enemy engagement.
And really and truly, the Grizzlies aren't even all that much better than the Scorpions. So, look, I'm fighting against uneven odds here, right? As usual, but and again, I got the better, the better tactics. I'm just smarter than Cutter, so that's how I usually win, right? Alright, so anyways, I'm getting that base. Got a good little force already. Just moving fast, trying to get going. My allies are going to take that base, so I'm like, okay, cool. Or at least I thought they were going to take that base, so I'm like, cool. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and get that base, right? At the farthest end over there, so that way I have a footing that is... I don't like to have bases all cramped together, because, I'm scouting out the map right here, making a plan in my head, but that way, if I get attacked and enemy forces hurry up and get over there before I get a chance to strike at them, and they wipe out those two bases, I have a base all the way up here, right? So, yeah. So we're steady taking control. I'm readying my forces already for a strike on Cutter. I've got to move fast before he gets a chance to build up his forces enough to strike at us, and I'm going out of my way to make sure we get this far in base. But regardless, like I said, I'm building up this base right here. It's the first base I took earlier, so building it up, putting some turrets on, and I expect it to be attacked. Just keeping things going, getting me another vulture, or a vulture. I guess I don't have a vulture yet. I have a hornet. And I'm readying everyone up now, so we're about to go strike. And my ally pulls their wraiths up, and they're like, nah, because I was gonna be like, y'all can have that base, and then they're like, nah. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Anyways,
all units.
So I'm already ready to strike at the enemy.
Turret complete.
I've wasted enough time. I guess you could say wasting. I mean, that far in base, I just felt like I needed it, and honestly, later on in the battle, it did actually pay off to a degree. So I'm not gonna say wasted time, but I need to start getting ready to strike at the enemy now.
Supply pad
At Cutter and his brutes. Alright, so I'm going to hurry up and just kind of beef this base up a little bit, put some turrets on it. It's not going to be a soft target like that Forerunner structure was. It's going to be something rough for them. If they try to take it, at least it slows them down, right? Get my Vulture up. I got another Hornet too, so got a good little balanced force here. Give me another Vulture. And I think I got, yeah, another Grizzly. Alright, so then I'm moving up. I'm like, alright, we've spent enough time readying up. Let's go battle. Let's go take these guys. Let's go wipe them off the face of this map here. They're already a statistically, if you will, better foe. I mean, hell, the ODST and the Mac Blast make short work of any army, so being able to quickly strike at Cutter and wipe them out of the battle is going to be it's going to be a plus. That's why I'm moving fast, or at least trying to. And the brutes, enemy brutes, send a squad up, probably doing some scout operations, and they accidentally run into my main force. Go ahead and teleport me a tank up the Grizzly. I ain't waiting for it to crawl up there. And I go ahead and send my next Vulture up there. So, at this point, I pretty much feel ready. You know, I'm about to. I feel like I'm more than ready to strike. I've spent a lot of time already not actually striking at the foe. Remember, me, I like to move fast. I like to deny. Well, for many reasons do I like to move fast. I like to deny the enemy time to build up enough, which I already gave them ample time. If they're I mean, if they haven't done anything yet with this amount of time, we're like, I mean, come on, like that would be ridiculous. So I gave them more than enough time to build up. I don't want to give them any more time to build up anymore, right? I'm like, let's go, let's get on that side of the battlefield. Get some more brutes over here. I'm just like, my ally, and as you see on the map, they still haven't taken that base up there, and I'm like, what are you doing down there? But whatever. It's the brutes. My allies are brutes. So I'm healing up my forces. I got a carpet bomb ready. I'm ready to hit them. I'm ready to take the fight. Take the fight over there, and hopefully I can quickly wipe out Cutter's force. Which I actually do, but I don't want to spoil too much more. So.
The enemy is training brutes.
There he is. No turrets on the base. It's a pretty soft target. I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna hurry up and take it out. If his army comes up here, then whatever. At least soften up the base, right?
All units.
Yeah, we're just doing that base dirty.
All units.
Another Vulture volley. Like rockets. Before you know it. And that's the first base to be destroyed in the battle. And of course I'm not counting those little Forerunner fortresses or whatever those were. I'm not going to count those. So first blood on our team. We got first blood. We took out one of their bases before they could take out one of ours. Awesome. And that base my ally was supposed to take is now taken by the enemy brutes. So I'm like, what are you guys doing? You guys should have already had that base in control. They're getting hit by Mac Blasts. It's dirty. It's dirty. My allies are getting done dirty over there, and I'm already ready to go ahead and just hit this next base. I'm getting ready to, at least. I look down and there's Cutter's forces. He's got some Vultures and all that, and I'm like, you know what, if his forces are distracted on my allies, maybe if I hit their base, you know, I can pull his forces will pull back to defend his base instead of hitting my allies. So I'm like, alright, let's do it. All my guys come out, we slam that base, and they just don't even care. They're still down there hitting my allies. So that didn't work, but regardless, I'm going to go ahead and take that base. Just do as much damage at least as I can while their main force is distracted. And we made pretty short now. You know, this base did have turrets, and they did some damage on my guys, but we still made pretty short work of that. that base. I mean, let's be honest. And they're still really giving my allies hell. So I'm like, sheesh. And I'm hoping. Well, brutes are tough, so I'm hoping my allies, being brutes, can somewhat deflect. So I'm thinking, okay, they haven't taken my allies' shields down yet. If I move fast enough, this should be Cutter's last base down here. If I can hit his final base, he'll be forced to send his troops down, get off of my allies' ass, and come down here and defend his own bases, right? So I'm getting ready. I'm getting me another Vulture. I mean, another Warthog, just quick, just trying to get as much force as possible, and then I hit. No, you know, I'm not waiting. I'm making things happen. Okay, so I go ahead and hit it.
The enemy is training their
Keep the
own
momentum
scouts.
going. And next thing I know, they took my allies' shields down, and I don't know what my ally's doing.
Our ally
It's like my ally
is
doesn't know
scout
what to do,
position.
and that's just so stupid. Like,
All units. All
you
units.
cannot call yourself a commander if you crack under pressure. Okay, it's like my ally's cracking under pressure, so I'm like, okay, alright. So I'm already thinking, you know, he's gonna lose that base,
All units.
so
Vehicle depot.
we're gonna have to figure something out for him. Yep, there it went.
Our ally is going
So
to
yeah,
scout
I actually told my ally, you know, you need to go up there and hit that base. And then, you know, I'm like, you know what? You know, you guys can just have this base. So what I'm actually gonna end up doing is just offering them this base. So I'm like, yeah, you know, come up here and take this base, guys. Like, you can have this one. You know, you guys need a base, take this one. So I go ahead and, you know, I'm like, come on,
Pad
you
complete.
can have the space, man. Like, you need
Enemy
it.
engagement.
Our
You need the
ally
space.
is
Come
holding
take it.
back.
You can have it.
Allied forces in retreat. Our ally is retreating.
And then, like, they're sending their guys up. I'm like, alright, hurry up. You know, you guys
Our
need to hurry
ally
up
is
and
sending additional
look at this
forces
base. You don't
in.
have a base anymore.
Supply pad complete.
And then he turns away, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Take the
units.
base. Dude, I'm like,
Our
please,
allies'
take the base. You need a
forces are
base.
heading here.
Next thing I know, Cutter
All units.
takes the base.
Supply pad.
And they were too late. My allies are already out of the fight. I'm like, are you kidding me? I was giving them that base. I was like, you guys need a base. You guys can have this one. You guys, I was at that point telling them, take this base so you can stay in the fight.
Supply
Whatever.
pad complete.
They cracked under pressure, and to me that was just like, I can do this without you. If you're gonna crack under pressure and you can't even, when I'm telling you to take a base, you won't even do it. It's like, I'm gonna have to just do this without you. However, I just wiped Cutter out of the fight, so now it's just me and the brutes, the enemy brutes, not my allied brutes. I couldn't even
Supply pad.
literally keep them in the fight if I told them to. Crazy, right?
Warthog fired up.
Complete. Supply pad complete.
So I'm pulling off. They got a huge force. I'm building up down here.
Spartan on deck.
I'm surprised they didn't go after those two bases. I was like, what?
Supply
They
pad
definitely could
complete.
have. At this point, the map's pretty much split between me and the enemy brutes. I mean, we each have like, what, 5 bases now?
Marines reporting for duty.
My friend just messaged me. I'm not too sure what that.
Marines good to go.
I'll read it later.
Cobra.
I will read it later.
Ready.
Anyways,
Supply
yeah, so I'm
pad
building up.
complete.
You know, my enemy has that base
Spartan good to go.
here on this side of the battlefield, so I'm like, you know, I need to at least secure this side of the battlefield real quick, right? So
All
I'm building up
units.
quick, no time to waste. I'm like, let's go and wipe the enemy presence off of this side of the map.
Marines on the ground, sir.
All units.
Building, you know, I'm just moving fast. Gotta outpace the enemy here. Every second you give the enemy is a second lost. You're giving them a second to move, a second to march, a second to build. You gotta move faster. You have to move faster than your foe. There's no questions asked. If you're a good commander and you're seasoned in battle, you know, if you've been in many battles as I have, you know how important it is to vultures move fast. Move smart, but move fast. Move with purpose, but move fast.
All units.
I go ahead and slam that base. They didn't have anything. They didn't have a shield generator, turrets. Literally not even.
All units.
I didn't see like really anything on the base. It was just whatever. So I was like, alright.
All units.
I'm like, you know what? Let's hurry up and maybe take this base real quick and just go ahead and wipe them out. Next thing I know, they hit me with some banshees. I'm like, whatever. You know, we can take that. I tell my guys, hurry up and just aim for the engineers, and then without the engineers, the banshees will fall quick.
Healing target.
Enemy forces on route to this location.
All units.
Going. Gun is dead.
Expect to see
Get a
hunters.
good little size force here, and I'm like, you know, I'm not about to engage. I've successfully wiped their base. Well, no. I don't think I have. No. I didn't wipe that base.
All units.
I'm getting ready to. And I pull back down, and I'm like, alright,
All units.
give us somewhat of an advantage here. Hold the line. Got some Marines going. And a good little battle does in fact ensue right here. And I'm like, what are you two doing? Like, I'm like, all vultures need to be a part of this fight. Target their hunters. So I'm trying to get a good force actually to ambush their force. So I'm like, you know, get some hornets, tanks, marines, ambush them. And yeah.
All units.
On my mark. Begin healing target.
I'm like, everyone hit that chieftain, take him out of the fight. I've said this before, and if you remember Blood River, which I told you to never forget Blood River because
All
of
units.
the loss at Blood River, right? I won the battle, but I lost so many good men at Blood River. I remember I told you one of the biggest mistakes the Brutes made was they never had a chieftain in the fight. Now, like that, and I also said that chieftains were like very powerful, and they are. So I think I went ahead and killed that chieftain. Their army's in retreat. My forces sent to flank. Don't do too much. Get a vulture.
The enemy is fielding brutes.
And hunters destroy my supply pad. I destroy their hunters in response. Hunters are very, very effective against anything on the ground. They cannot do a thing to anything that flies, which is why I keep a good-sized air force and a good-sized ground force. I keep it balanced. But now these vultures are a very, very strong unit to employ in your battles, and just having them present can really, really make a difference. I mean, these guys are no joke. They just send this like engineer just by himself. I'm like, okay.
All units.
Vulture. Ready to rock. Where to?
All units.
Rolling out and bombs away.
I go ahead and try to take this base out now after wiping out so many of their army. And I see they have a temple on that base, and they're about to build another chieftain, or summon another chieftain, I guess. And I was like, all right, we need to hurry up and take this base. That is, as far as I know, the only base they have with a temple, right? So if we can deny them the ability to bring chieftains on the battlefield, then, I would say, yeah, that would be very effective. That would be a very smart thing. I'm kind of out of resources here. It's just from going hard and strong on the enemy. And they got a chieftain down there doing a vortex on my vulture, and destroys it, rips it straight out of the sky. Does a vortex on my, just killed one of my Spartans. It's, yeah, those guys. So I sent a disruption bomb, and it makes it out the chieftain can't use his vortex on me. It also makes it to how I can't run carpet bombs. And if Cutter was in the fight, which he's already wiped out, but if he was in the fight, he would not be able to use his Mac Blast. Because the Disruption Bomb makes it out you can't really do much in the battlefield, but it can save your life. Or your guys' lives. And we do it. Take out that base. Pretty much, they now no longer have a base on this side of the battlefield. And that, you know, that's what you call making short work of them right there. And that's just some brutes. Yeah. Alright, so, you know, I've got a good little build here. Certainly, I got a lot of vultures.
Load it up. Where to? Ready
Got
to
me a
launch.
Grizzly.
Deliver in the paint.
Just destroys hunters there, and then here they are with their brute chieftain. I tell everyone to pull back. Pull back. It doesn't matter if we're putting that base in danger.
Give me a target.
All units.
I'm not trying to lose lives right now. I'm trying to build up my forces. But I know if I can take that chieftain out,
There now.
and whatever army he's got left on this side of the battlefield, he's not going to have much of an army left on the battlefield at all, and it'll put
Green.
every one of his assets, which is the remaining bases he has, in immediate danger.
Flamethrower. Ready to burn.
All units.
Marines ready, sir. Regeneration ready. Good to go. Put healing targets. Ready. Spartan, good to go. Spartan ready.
I'll give that guy my flamethrower.
Grizzly, fueled and ready. Cyclops, ready to crush.
Go ahead and get some of my units healed up.
Vulture, on station.
You guys are damaged
All
up,
units.
and I might go back up there and take them out. You know, get all their
Enemies
forces
engaged.
off of this side of the battlefield, and then there they are below me. So I'm like, all right, take that base
All units.
and give them the battle they want. And they're all sitting right there, so I'm like, a good time to carpet bomb. And that carpet bomb did some damage. Look at that. Woo! Yeah, they were all bunched up. That was just,
Base
that
under attack.
was prime. That was
All
prime
units.
carpet bomb target right there. They were some prime carpet
All
bomb
units.
targets.
As good as dead.
Their forces retreat, and at this point I'm like, now I have this side of the battlefield, it's mine. They retreated, they're pulling back up, I win. All I gotta do is face their main army again, wipe them out, and hurry up and take out those last two bases up there, which I suppose
All
is
units.
3. That white square up there, I am pretty sure is one of their bases, so it's gonna be their last 3 bases,
units.
really.
Regen healing targets. I'm there.
And they pull back down, we're fighting.
All units.
Going. Cyclops.
I go ahead and I'm like, alright, this can, build up these bases. Good.
Wolverine, on station. Vulture, good to go.
Assholes, kill my vulture. Get another vulture though. I'm like, alright, you guys want to play like that?
All units.
There's their chieftain. I'm like, eat, guys, eat that chieftain. Eat him up. Eat him up like you throw a rawhide bone
Complete.
at a damn pit bull.
Complete.
Building up. Placing. Gotta constantly replace the units I lose so I have a good, strong force on the battle. I'll put it like this: I need a strong presence on the battlefield at all times. And his main army is pretty much wiped out. He has to pretty much rebuild
All units.
his forces. Like he was
Supply pad
clean,
complete.
just wiped, clean
All
slate now.
units.
I mean, at this point, I'm guessing he doesn't have anything built up that's going to be, or any forces built up that's going to be strong enough or numerically just high enough to really challenge me. I mean, his main army just got wiped out. Like what? It's like I wiped it out like twice. It's like, Jesus.
Supply pad
So
complete.
I'm healing up my guys, and I'm like, all right, we're getting ready to wipe his presence, what presence he has left on this battlefield, out. We're gonna kick him out
Supply pad complete. All
and win this
units.
battle. I knew I could do it alone. I knew I didn't need my ally to win. It's as if we would have already, this battle would have already been complete. It would have been over with. We would have had the victory already if my ally just listened to me and had built that base. I mean, I feel like that would have been good because it would have given my ally a chance to build his army back up, and
All
that would have been so helpful. But it makes for a good battle when I come in and just whoop everyone's ass by myself. Yeah, it makes for a pretty good little battle. I mean, it does show that I ain't all talk. Like, I ain't all talk about being good. You know,
all units.
I'm a good commander. I don't need help. I just prefer it. You know what I'm
All
saying?
units.
Go ahead and hit their base. So they've got something going on there. I think those are some brutes they sent. I was like, all right,
In my sight.
carpet bomb that ass.
Bombs away.
I tell my vulture to stay back and just hit those brutes. Man, these guys, they are fast, so I'll give it to them, okay? Because as a good commander, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, man, speed is everything. If you're moving faster than your enemy, there's so many upsides to that. You can take it by surprise. It's the sheer fact that you can have a force that is hitting them first, and that's always just a plus. So, anyways, I'm just like, yeah. Let's wipe them off the battlefield. Let's win the battle. My allies couldn't stay back and help me, I guess, so having to do all the work myself. And
Local
I'm
units.
just like, some brutes.
Local
Alright, so
units.
yeah, I'm not seeing any major resistance yet so far. After that last engagement with their main force, all I'm seeing is brutes, and not very many of them. Few of them here and there. No hunters, no banshees, wraiths, anything like that. So I'm like, okay. No chieftain yet. Again,
All units.
let's see. I killed so far. How many chieftains have I killed? Like, was it 2 or 3? It might have been 2. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was like 2. So I'm like, if I see a third chieftain, and that sucks. I try to do this quick so they don't have time to get another chieftain on the battlefield, right? Which they do.
Pelicans, pick up coordinates set.
I transport that force over there, and I'm like,
I believe the enemy is planning to attack here.
that's good. There's a good sized bit of brutes there, so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna have to send. I think I just got a vulture there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get some guys to go and deal with that. Put my rally flag there, and I'm just like, yeah, let's get some more hogs and deal with those brutes. Okay.
Supply pad complete.
With all that being said,
Enemy engagement.
this force is going to stay on the stay on the offensive, where I'm going to keep a small force up here to play defense, and at least if they can't kill the brutes, delay the brutes, right?
Local units.
General stealing target.
They're doing a good job on my base. And the next thing I know, they got another main huge army. I call it a main force, where it's a really built army. They have another one already. They're already hitting my bases.
All units.
So I'm okay. It's fine. If I can hit their bases and take them out faster than they can take me out, then what does that mean?
Enemy engagement.
So I'm not going to pull back and defend that. I'm just going to let them do what they're doing. I'm just gonna stay on the offense. And I mean, yeah, they take out like 2 of my bases right there.
Destroyed.
I'm just like, whatever. Because they only have 1 more base, so I might as well just stay on the offense, go and take that out. And, smelling like a victory to me, still.
All units.
You bet.
And I've got a
Enemy
much
engaged.
larger force on the battlefield than they do.
Warthog fired up.
Air pad complete. All units.
Barrage away. Rope in this drop.
We got something going on here. No turrets. There's a shield generator though, so.
Cyclops ready.
All units. Supply pad complete.
We're hitting this is their final base. And I'm just like eating it up. Like if you tossed a pit bull or raw hide bone. I keep trying to say bone. A raw hide bone. A raw hide bone.
Supply pad complete. Barracks complete. All units.
So this is so stupid to me. They just sent a bunch of brutes. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Those jump pack brutes? This is idiotic. Of course they're all gonna get wiped.
Enemy engagement.
I guess they were trying to soften my forces up real quick, but that
All units.
didn't work.
All units.
So they've got their main force pulling up. I'm like,
All
whatever, you
units.
guys are about to get wiped out. They didn't move fast
Supply pad
enough.
complete. Enemy engagement.
Hostile targeted. In my knock knock. Anyone home?
So this little engagement ensues. Some more jump pack. Those jump packs are no joke.
Warthog.
Those boots can fly.
Supply pad complete.
I got it.
There's their chieftain just running out. He's running away. He's
Supply pad
scared.
complete.
You know, just
All
like
units.
chase that guy down. You know, don't let him escape.
Warthog. Let's go.
He's just running, just taking missiles and bullets in the back. Guys are tough.
Enemy engagement.
Too easy. You got it.
And that's their final chieftain of the battle.
All units. Supply pad complete.
And
Supply pad complete.
guys are tough. I think he just died. Yeah, so that last chieftain's dead now. And this is it. I think this is their final base.
All units.
There it is.
Healing target.
Complete.
Cover ready. Let's go. All right.
Look at that. We pretty much have full control of the battlefield now.
All units.
On the way.
So I'm like, alright, let's go see if they took that base over there. And I send a full march. Every one of my units are marching up here, and there's nothing there. It's just
All units.
okay. So that's it.
Sure thing.
That's pretty much it. We just took over the entire battlefield
Killing.
without the help of our allies.
Your team is victorious.
Anyways, thank you for watching.